I am very sorry to tell you this, but your story always needs to have a satisfying ending. My name is Gina. I'm an author, editor, publishing professional. I help you make your writing better. Anna comes in and on a video in which I said something similar to this, and she says, nope, nope, nope. It depends on what type of story you are writing and what lesson you want your main character to learn. And I am here to tell you that a tragedy is still a satisfying ending. I am not going to tell you that your characters always need to win or they always need to be triumph. There, you can definitely write a tragic arc, but to your reader, the story still needs to be satisfying. A very recent, very, very popular example of a tragedy is Hamilton. Alexander Hamilton starts as an ambitious young man striving above his station, saying he is not going to throw away his shot. And by the end of the story, he has quite literally thrown away his shot. He learned his lesson too late. The audience has to take that lesson into their lives and realize, like, oh, I need to behave differently than this guy did, or else I'm going to wind up with the same kind of tragedy. I don't think you're actually going to get shot in a bog in New Jersey, right? Like, I don't think that that's going to happen to you. I mean, I guess I could. I don't know your life. But the point being that the audience is the one who is supposed to be satisfied, not necessarily the main character. And you can find examples of this all over the place. There are tragic character arcs, even in stories that are otherwise triumphant. There are tragedy stories that everybody has a tragic arc and nobody learns the right lesson in time. And you, as the audience member, are the one who is supposed to take that lesson away from the story. But the story is always going to be satisfying for the reader. And if you're like, wait, 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 I know this other story that I really love, that it leaves a bunch of questions unanswered, and that's great. It is still satisfying. You are still talking about it years later after you read that story. There was something in it that felt complete and whole and satisfying to you. And that is what makes that story stick with you. Yes, there can be unanswered questions. Yes, there can be ambiguous stuff at the end of the story, but there still needs to be a resolution that feels satisfying to the audience, but definitely not to your character. Your character can end the story in the opposite place of where they wanted to be. They can be an absolute failure. They can end not knowing any of the answers. That is all okay, but the audience is the one who needs to have a satisfying resolution to the story.